Hello guys, and welcome to a very different sort of video here on our channel. Now, we're not just playing a game today, we are actually trying out Google Stadia in 2021. We have here pretty much probably about the average UK setup. We have a 78 megabits per second download speed. We get about 20 megabits per second upload. And we are playing through my PC connected through a Ethernet cable to our router, and from there it is going into the the game itself is running through Google Stadia. The Division 2 is a game I brought on there for us to test out. I played the Division 2 quite a lot when it first came out, along with the Division, the original. But today we're just going to see just how well it plays, just see what happens when you actually try to play a game which is relatively demanding, especially in the action scenes. But without further ado, let's just jump in and get this started. Now I'm also going to be having a look for any sort of graphical defects. Now, so my PC itself is powerful enough to play this game. The only reason I'm playing it through Google Stadia is just to see how good it is in pretty much I would say an average person setup, where you have a PC connected through an Ethernet cable and you have about average broadband. This is, like I said, we don't exactly have one of these super setups with 200 megabits per second download speed. We are running on 78, so it's pretty much the average of what we can get. And we're just going to see how well it works. So we're going to just run through, probably do a few missions, have a bit of gameplay at the same time, why not? Let's search this drive.
Good luck.
So there we go. First bit, to be honest, if I didn't know this was playing through Google Stadia, I could have easily thought that this was playing on just my normal PC. Let's just see what else we got here. My stash. Mailbox. Okay, some care packages. And one of the other things I really like about Google Stadia is that you do get access to be able to use a PlayStation 4 controller, and it actually changes and it shows you the buttons as if you're playing on a PlayStation 4. Purely just preference, I do like the PlayStation controllers, the feel of them, where the sticks are, mainly because that's what I grew up with. I grew up with a PlayStation 1, and I've owned every PlayStation since then, apart from the PlayStation 5. That's because I'm waiting for that to actually be available for less than £1,000. Let's just have a look. Pretty much. That's an upgrade. That's an upgrade. That's an upgrade. I like that. I like the look of that. Okay, let's. Yeah, I know my weapons aren't great at the moment. Collect that collectible. Yeah, we don't listen to you speak. We'll stop that transmission for now. Don't need to know about the collectibles. Okay, it's been such a long time since I've played this game. Do we actually have anything in my inventory which I could use? Oh, and I have a better pistol. That's a good start. Don't really have anything I can put on it, but there we go. I haven't played this game for probably... I really can't actually remember how long it's been. It's probably approaching a year now. Let's follow that. Let's work our way outside. Someone's got an incoming call. Okay, it's not something I remember seeing the first time I played the game, but there we go. I do remember when I first played the original Division, I ran through for a long time. I just ran around the whole map, grabbing all of the safe houses, so I had every single one, so I could just beam there. but that meant running through some of the other really tough areas at such a low level, which wasn't a great idea, but it seemed to work out okay in the end. So what do I need to do? Okay. So fallen cranes, yeah, why not? Let's go to that. Let's give it a go. I love the waypoint system on this game. It's still one of my favourites, purely because, yeah, got my sniper rifle, got my machine gun, perfect. Purely because it makes it so easy to see where you have to go. You know, there's no sort of having to guess, am I going the right way, stuff like that. There's a box here. I'll say so far, I really couldn't tell if this was being played on my actual PC or on Google Stadia. It seems pretty I don't see any slowdowns when I'm going into some gunfights there. A grenade. I would actually say it's actually pretty impressive. You know, I will be doing another test in the future. I'm going to be hopefully doing that next week, but we're going to be running it through a really bad laptop to see if, you know, the PC at all does help the situation. But we're also going to be testing it with the laptop on Wi-Fi, and I was going to try Ethernet, but also Wi-Fi, so we can have a look and just see what works and what doesn't. But here we go. Here's another. Oh, I haven't played this game in so long, and you can tell. Okay. Okay, well, that didn't work brilliantly, but there we go. Okay. Let's try that again. That was abysmal. But again, on the actual game side, I don't see any slowdowns at all. So in terms of Google Stadia, I would say it's running pretty well. Now, I would like to also have a few other games I could have compared it with as well, so we could try and get a bit more of a fully rounded experience. But out of the games I've got, this is the most demanding. I could see this being one where if it was going to put their servers on strain, this was going to be the game I've got that would do it. Now I know you can also get like Destiny 2 on there, stuff like that. Maybe that'll be a test I do in the future if you guys would like to watch that. Also, just a bit of gameplay on the channel is quite nice. My background was as a gaming YouTuber originally, back when I was but a young kid. But, you know, this channel is mainly about tech, and I just find, you know, cloud gaming as a technology is pretty impressive. The fact that games that, you know, you do need these really powerful systems to play can be played over the internet as long as you have a decent enough connection. Blow up that vehicle before it blows me up. You know, as long as you have a decent enough connection, it really doesn't seem to be any downside to doing this. Like I said, we're running on what I would probably consider about the average, and I can't really tell a difference. It's running just as well as it would actually on my PC itself. Now, graphically, yes, there might be, you know, it might not be necessarily, you know, the full definition you could probably get. You know, maybe if I was playing it directly on the PC, I'd be able to bump up the graphics just a little bit more. But, you know, in terms of actually how well the system's working, it's working pretty flawlessly. Now, we're going to run back up here and try and get this control point because I failed so miserably the last time. And we're going to just try and get this done. So that, like I say, this is something I want to start bringing to the channel a bit more often, is a few game videos, but it has to obviously still rely on this technology point, which is why I am doing a lot of these. But I'm going to have a look at GeForce Now probably next, so we can see how well that works. But like I say, first we're going to be trying this out on a laptop. I don't know if I'm going to finish this, because I'm going to die yet again. There we go. Kill that guy. Heal ourselves up. I really need to start looking at my health a bit more. Maybe actually using a few of my power-ups as well. And that's what we're going to do this next bit. Let's just give this a go. Like I say, in terms of technology-wise, this is working absolutely as I would expect. Actually, if anything, better than I would otherwise suspect, especially as we're playing this, like I said, over an internet connection. Especially at the moment where so many people are using the internet all at once, the fact that we can still play AAA games over the internet where you don't have to have the game installed in your system is perfect. You buy the game, or you have your Stadia Pro subscription, and you can just play all the games you have access to. There's no waiting for it to be installed. There's no waiting for updates all the time. Everything's done for you. You can just play on through. And like I said, yes, this is a game this PC could easily run, so maybe it's not the ideal test to see if how well it works. But stick around, because next week we're going to be trying this out on a laptop, and we will see if we can play it on a really, really bad laptop, so we can try and get a few extra bits. Now, a few more details about just how well this works, and see if in fact it works as well as we expect. So if it does, then I could really see this shaping up a new way that you play games, because if you can have you still buy the games, admittedly, no one's saying don't buy games from people, don't buy games from developers in any way, shape or form, but being able to play games, wherever you are, especially next year when we try this on the laptops. If it works on this old laptop I have, it's not too old, it's not ancient. It has a Ryzen 2000 series APU in there, so doesn't really have dedicated graphics. It has, I think it's Vegas 6, if I remember correctly, built into the CPU. So, it's not exactly a stupidly low spec laptop, but it is, it's definitely, not ideal for playing games. So if this works, that means that even my old laptop I have lying around, that I really just use as a second screen for when I film videos. I use it just to keep some information up I want to talk about. I will use it to grab some I go on a few forums I normally frequent and just sort of do normal browse activity. But if it works and it works over wireless, then it would work out ideal. We'll be able to I'll be able to play this game wherever I am, and many other games. Like I say, I did pick this game out of the ones I own purely because it is the most graphically demanding. Also, being an online game, you do have obviously the issue of syncing with other players. which even when we were in the areas where everything is synced up with other players, there was still no real issue there. Now I'm going to, let's just have a look at the guns we've got. Don't like the look of it so far. I don't really want another marksman. I've already got one. It's only assist 19 damage, it's nowhere near what I need. Let's limit our way back out. We have a better backpack, we'll put that on. Go to our armor section. That's better, that's worse, that's better. Worse, worse, worse. Okay. Check if anything is dropped outside, just what we do this. Okay, so I'm just going to run around this and just pick up the bits, but as a final wrap up for Google Stadia in 2021, if you're on the fence about trying it and you have, I would say at the moment I can't speak from a laptop point of view. I will be able to in the next video, but if you have, a fairly decent PC, you have, even if it's just an old game PC you have and it can't really play that many games anymore, and you want to play these newer games, or you want to play some more graphically demanding games, then go ahead, give it a try. I believe there is a free trial going on at the moment. You'll be able to obviously, try it out for yourselves, see what you think, and like I say, give it a go. I would definitely say take the dive. I'm going to try, like I said, I'm going to try down this week on a laptop so we can see how well that works. But from what I can see for now, this is a pretty good setup. I honestly, like I said, I can't really tell the difference between playing it through Google Stadia and playing it on my PC itself. I'm still getting, the frame rate is really good. I'm not seeing any sort of tearing or lag. Obviously I'm using a controller, which, games like this you really want quick response times. You don't want there to be a lot of input lag, and I can easily say that I'm not really getting that much input lag. This is working, I'll say, pretty well. It's working just about as I would expect. It's actually running better than I expect, so I would say if you're on the fence about doing it, just go for it, give it a go. Let me know what you thought. If you already do use it, let me know what you think of the system. If you've been having any issues yourselves, I know there was some issues when the game, when Google Stadia first came out, there was a few issues, especially around quality settings, but from my understanding it looks like they've fixed those up nicely now. So I'm going to sign off this video here in just a few moments once I've killed off these baddies, and we are going to, like I said, try next week on a laptop, and we'll see just how well it does work on a pretty low spec laptop. Okay, authorization required. Okay, let's perfect, the access key. I didn't have to share myself, but yeah, let me know what you thought if you've tried it out. And like I say, I'm really actually impressed with this. It's working better than I would expect, especially for a cloud gaming solution, because a lot of them do not live up to expectations, but this one is really living up to my expectations here. So I'm going to finish this off quick, just kill off these last few people as they come through, and then we're going to sign off this video. So I'm going to stay here just in case I need some more details. See the enemies coming in. Like I mean, I am spec'd up more towards sort of ranged attacks. Like I say, I'm not exactly using a fully automatic rifle. I'm doing single shot, but I have pretty good damage. You know, my actual sniper rifle will do over 2,000 damage. It's stealing between high 500s to low 600s on damage. But I normally spec myself out in these sort of games for distance, mainly because I'll admit my reaction times are nowhere near as good as some other people's. So I generally spec myself to sort of longer distance where I can react a little bit easier to what I need to do. But we're going to restore the sound broadcast. That's going to finish this off, and that's also going to finish off this video. So if you liked what you saw in this video, please leave a like. So if you have any comments, if you've used it before, or if you're impressed with what you've seen, or if there's any questions you have, leave them in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more sort of content, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye for now.